Is it time for Pisces? King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups reverse. Hang on. Let's hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not fully satisfied. We can do better. We can do a lot better, Pisces. Pisces. Told you. King of Swords, Justice, Four of Wands. Do you know exactly what it is that you want? I think you do. That could have been part of the problem. That could have been part of the problem. You didn't know what it is that you wanted. Now that you're separating that, now you know exactly what it is that you want. You're being honest with yourself. And you know what? You become a lot happier. Okay? You get what you want. You get what's coming to you. Whatever it is that you put out. And it could be something about that where it was just like, you know what? You may have been doing a little bit too much. Maybe not enough. Maybe you were bringing too many old issues or factors. Old problems were being factored in. Anyway, whatever it was, just know that whatever it is that you're doing now is working. Stick with it. Okay? Now, no more of this. No more of it. So you know what? It's a free will card. Two of Swords is free will. That is being stuck. Stalemate. Not sure which way to go. Separation, divorce. You're being separated from spirit. Separated from spirit. Okay? No more of that. Free will cards, we can always change. Destiny cards, we can't. If a destiny card comes out in reverse, it has to stay in reverse because that's, like it or not, that's what it is. Free will, we're given the heads up and we can change it. So you know what? We're not settling for this bullshit anymore either, are we? We're putting it right back in. Yeah, you can do that. If you know what's going on and you don't accept something anymore and you don't want it anymore, put it back. I don't want that. I'm not taking it. I'm not going to sit here and deny myself happiness. I'm not going to keep myself stuck. I'm not settling for that anymore. I'm not going to try. If you're not going to try, I'm not going to try. There's nothing here. I'm going to keep it moving. Okay? That's where you got to be, Pisces. That's where you're going. If you don't like it, leave it there. Don't take it. All right? Came out sideways. Let's see. She came out basically because she kind of came out like this again. Queen of Cups, slightly in reverse. Slightly. I'm going to tell you about this. It's the second time she came out in the exact same position. Except this time when she came out, she didn't want to show you that she was like this. She didn't want you to know that this is how she was feeling. Okay? So, with that, somebody's trying to hide the way that they feel. Okay? Now, if somebody immediately comes out and they start telling you certain things, you're like, ooh, this person's a little bit emotionally unstable. Okay? Or this person's a little bit cold, callous, heartless. Okay? It's not too overly emotional. This person isn't falling apart. It's not, somebody who is just cruel. This person is full of love in this position, in the upright. She's full of love. Everybody knows she's easy prey because if somebody comes up and gives her a sob story, I'm saying her because it's the queen, whatever, however it resonates for you, This character, this queen, she, in the upright, anybody can come to her with a sob story. And she'll buy it. She's loving and she's nurturing. In this position, I don't want to hear it. I'm cruel. I'm taking care of myself. I ain't worried about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about anybody. In this position, she's mixed. Take her or leave her. She can be either way. It's going to depend on how you come to her. Okay? This person does care, but you're going to have to do a little bit more to prove. You're not just going to be easily getting whatever you want from this person. Okay? They do care. They can easily be cold. It's going to depend on you. All right? That's why she came out twice. Somebody's on to, I'm actually going to leave her in the upright. No, I'm going to leave her like this. That is her power right now. I'm not taking away her power, and don't allow anyone to take away your power. That's what I'm getting. And somebody's abilities are being heightened. Something about them is actually being heightened right now. They're actually sensing it, they're feeling it, they're knowing it, and they're feeling so much more powerful and happy. All right. Empress, Six of Swords. It's a very interesting picture here. I got somebody here. Somebody helping another person along. Perhaps there was somebody that you could never please. You're like, you know what? I'm actually not going to go all the way to the top. I'm actually going to, take a pause and think about something else. Do I really even want this? Yeah. You know what? Well, I'm going to do whatever it is I can to get it. So I'm going to go out and I may find somebody that can help me with this. Okay? Whatever this is. It's something like that. Somebody's actually going to be going out to find whatever it is that they want. There could be something, as far as whatever this is, could this be, hold on, this is interesting. Somebody's not waiting anymore. They're not waiting anymore. Somebody's going to be going after whatever it is that they want. They realize that whatever it is that they want, they're going to have to go out and get it. And if somebody is unable to fit that bill, we're going to find it somewhere else. They're not waiting anymore. They're going out to get whatever it is that they want. Okay? Now, let's apply this to how we can kind of understand it. Let's say somebody knows that you like a certain food. I don't know. And you want them to bring it to you. And you might be doing something to tell them. And they're not going to know unless you actually tell them. It's like the universe. You tell the universe that you want something, but you're not really actually asserting it. You're not putting any actions. You're not putting one foot in front of the other to get it. Well, they're not really going to understand. Just the same thing with people. Sometimes people expect you to just read their mind. Sometimes people can, sometimes people can't. Sometimes people are too focused and they're busy on something else. And they may actually want to provide you with whatever it is. But they're not going to be able to because they just don't know. Because you're not telling them. Somebody could be just wanting somebody to just read their mind. Well, I thought you should do this. Well, why didn't you just tell me? Well, you should know. Well, maybe sometimes people don't know. If you want something, you're going to have to assert yourself. Okay? Somebody's no longer waiting, though. They're understanding that. And they're going to be going out to get whatever it is. So let's example. Going back to that scenario I was just saying. You want somebody to bring you something, so you're giving little hints. You're not actually telling them anything. You're just dropping little hints or whatever. Or something you like. Somebody should know that I want that. And I expect them every time they come to visit me that they bring that. Well, Well, you're going to be at this point where you're like, I'm no longer going to be doing this. If I want it, I'm just going to kind of get in the car, go get it. And I can have it anytime I want, rather than having somebody else bring it to me. All right. How can you apply that? Metaphorically or literally? Okay. Queen of Wands kind of came out like this. There is a lot about appeal. Something about appeal. You have the Hermit here. Somebody's learning. Somebody's learning something about appeal. Okay. Is this making any sense? Does this make any sense? This feels more motivational than anything. But I feel like somebody's learning to apply it. Okay. That's what I got. Somebody's learning. Somebody's learning. You know what? What happens with age? You become more experienced. You learn. That's it. All right. Because of that, you have the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Cups. That's it, Pisces. What is it that you have been focusing on? What is it that you were hoping would just kind of come knock on your door one day? What is it that you were waiting for? Were you waiting for a person to change? Were you waiting for the news to change? Were you waiting for the weather to change? You're not waiting for it anymore, you know? You realize that, you know what, if you like rain, you probably move to Seattle. Place where it rains a lot. If you like sunshine, you might just want to move to Arizona or Southern California where it doesn't really rain very much. There's a lot of weather. Well, you know, I don't know. The way things have been going lately, I don't know what weather's like. You know? That's just metaphorically. Okay? But if you want something a certain way, you're going to have to change. Okay? And you realize that you're going to have to go to get it. It's not going to come to you. All right? How can you apply this? That's what I got. You're going to be matching the energy of what? So, again, metaphorically, you're going to be matching the energy that, you know, you want the universe to kind of bring you something. You're going to have to match that energy and be part of whatever that is. And I feel like somebody's actually understanding that a lot better. That's how you get what you want. You're not waiting for a particular person to change. You're going to be the change. You're not waiting for that person to come back. You realize that that's how that person is. They're going to be the same exact way. You're not waiting for them anymore. You want the truth out of something. Sometimes you're not going to get it. All right. You realize that there are certain things about you, your energy, how much you're supposed to give, how much you need to give, how much you can give a F, and how much you don't have to give a F. But somebody's definitely changing the game. All right. That's what I got, Pisces. If this makes absolutely no sense to you, two things. It's either not your reading, excuse me. If this makes no sense whatsoever, it's not your reading. It's all good. You don't claim what isn't yours. Okay? If it does make sense, it's your reading. Like, oh my gosh, yes. Everything I said is going to make complete sense. There may be a few things here and there that don't make sense, and that's because it's not yours. Okay? Could be somebody else that you're dealing with. Could be their thoughts. All right? The only oddball out of this is if it makes no sense to you, it's because it hasn't happened yet. You haven't faced this scenario to understand to be able to apply it. All right. That's it. I'm leaving it there. I'm taking a break from doing personal readings. It's just been too much lately. So, that's it. I'm leaving it there. Good luck, Pisces. And I'll see you around.